My name is Jay Cole, and I serve as the Executive Director of the Fairfax County Park Authority. I grew up in Reston with Lake Fairfax as my backyard. That's where I fell in love with nature and had the adventures that led me to become an ecologist. Fairfax County had such a significant influence on who I am that I was thrilled when I was chosen last year as the new Executive Director of Fairfax County Park Authority. Not many people in my profession have the opportunity to lead, preserve, and enhance their childhood park system, and I feel very honored to have been given this opportunity. When I started this job last September, wow, I can't believe it's already been a year. One of the first things I did was commit to visiting all 420 parks within my first year. That's 420 parks on nearly 24,000 acres of parkland, which is quite the challenge. But I do love a challenge. I finished my tour where my career started at Lake Fairfax Park on September 24th, 2022, which was also National Public Lands Day. I couldn't think of a more fitting place or day to end such a thoroughly fulfilling adventure. I had the opportunity to gather with volunteers and local officials to plant trees, break bread, and celebrate our remarkable park system. So why did I do this? I needed to see our parks to be their champion. I needed to see the surrounding neighborhoods. Parks in Franconia shouldn't look exactly like parks in Vienna. Parks should reflect the community that they serve, and different neighborhoods may value different ways to recreate. To get to know this park system and really start to understand the needs of our residents, I needed to see them, all of them, the good, the bad, and quite honestly, the baby pigs at Frying Pan Park as much as possible. I've seen what I thought was impossible, a phenomenal park system with some of the best amenities any system in the country has to offer, like Huntley Meadows, Clemyjontri, Riverbend, Burke Lake, but also with parks that are bursting with potential just waiting to be imagined. The trip was fantastic. I saw the many parks that we own and manage. I met people who work at the parks and who visit the parks. I saw its strengths and its weaknesses. I noted places that needed attention, care, and investment. And I was absolutely wowed by both our facilities and our phenomenally wonderful staff on so many occasions. To close out my tour, I wanted to ask each member of the Board of Supervisors to pick one of their favorite parks to show me what they love about it and what are some needs they have identified. I was so proud and a bit humbled by the enthusiastic and very personal love of our parks each of them clearly had. Today, on my last few parks, I'm here with Chairman Jeff McKay at Huntley Meadows.
Well, I have such great memories growing up right around the corner from Huntley Meadows Park, bringing my children here, and I can walk here from home, and so for me this is a place where I come often just for personal reflection, to enjoy nature, to enjoy our surroundings, and it's an amazing park here in Fairfax County that we're so proud of. What I love about Huntley Meadows is every time you come, you're going to see something different. And so I might not always know what it is I'm seeing, a specific breed of bird or a specific piece of plant life or a specific species of tree. But one thing that I know, when you come into Huntley Meadows, no two trips are alike. And so depending on what time of day you come, depending on what type of weather we have out, you're going to get to see a whole bunch of different natural treasures.
So yeah, we do a little bit.
So many people I talk to about our parks say that they are literally vital to their physical, in some cases health, recreation, other aspects, and also increasingly to their mental health and to their ability to refresh and to revive themselves and to take advantage of, like here, really a natural treasure that most people don't get an opportunity to see. And here it is, right in our backyard in Fairfax County, an amazing opportunity to come learn about nature and to reflect.
I'm so pleased to be here on such a beautiful day. Thank you for the weather. With Supervisor Walkinshaw here at Royal Lake. This is one of my 420 parks that I am visiting, and this might be one of the prettiest ones that we're going to walk.
We have so many amazing parks in the Braddock District, and I chose Royal Lake Park because it's one of the locations where we host our summer concert series, Braddock Nights. So every Friday night in the summers, hundreds of people are right here on this hillside enjoying the amazing view of the lake and great music. We're going to show her the whole park, so we're going to show her the lake, we're going to show her the playground, we're going to show her the tennis courts, and the incredible loop trail that circles the entire lake. Parks are one of our most important assets in Fairfax County. When we're talking to Fortune 500 companies about why they should locate their headquarters right here in Fairfax County and bring jobs and economic development to our community, parks are one of the things that we tout. We also know, thanks to the pandemic, how important parks are in terms of mental health, and giving people that outlet and the opportunity to get out in nature and enjoy themselves and relieve some of the stress is really vital in our community.
So I'm past 400 parks on my 420 park tour. I've been in parks with staff, I've gone to parks with supervisors, I've gone to ribbon cuttings, but more importantly, I'm very excited to be here with Supervisor Foust at Clemyjontri Park.
I chose Clemyjontri because I just think it has something for everyone. It's a beautiful park, but it's also a fabulous playground. It's very inclusive, so it doesn't matter if you have a child with a disability or a child that's totally without disability. They can come together, and I just think that's so special. Well, the first thing I want to show her, or the thing I'm most excited about showing her, is Liberty Swing. That is a swing that is unique, as far as I know, in Fairfax County. Basically, you take this Liberty Swing and you can roll the wheelchair up onto it. The child never has to get out of the wheelchair, and you just give them the experience of swinging just like a child would normally experience. I believe that one of the reasons that we can attract great jobs to Fairfax County is because we attract people to Fairfax County who have choices where they want to live. They choose Fairfax County because things like our parks.
I'm very lucky to be here with Supervisor Walter Alcorn from Hunter Mill District. This is very near and dear to my heart, this park. I came here as a child, and I'm looking forward to walking it with Supervisor Alcorn.
So Frying Pan Farm Park has some sentimental value for me and my family personally. We have grown kids, my wife and I do, but they weren't always grown, and when they were much younger, this was a great place to bring them, introduce them to basically a way of life we don't see elsewhere in Fairfax County anymore, but the farm animals, the way of that people used to do things, and is a really great example to be here with nature and as well to experience a little bit of the old agricultural economy. Parks are so important for a number of reasons. First of all, a place where families can come and experience the outdoors is so important. Parks also play a really important role in conserving our environment. The Park Authority owns almost 10% of Fairfax County's overall land area, and that is the vast majority of that is held in conservation, which is so important for the long-term health of our environment.
So I'm over 400 parks for my park tour. I am so happy to be here with Supervisor Lusk at his district park.
This park to me personally is just an amazing asset. It has so many unique features, I think, for those who are able-bodied versus those who might not be able-bodied. So when we think about the opportunities for kids to be able to go into a splash park in a wheelchair, to be able to roll around and enjoy the water just like everyone else. So before I became a member of the Board of Supervisors, I had the opportunity to work with the Park Authority on 2 of the features that are here. We have like a little area for seating, and it's just a lovely opportunity for people to get a little respite from the heat. In addition, we have a tree house, which is just behind it, and the beauty for that tree house is for anyone, even wheelchair-bound students and participants, they have the opportunity to kind of roll in and feel like they're in a tree house just like an able-bodied person. If you've not come out, I would recommend it, and just to see the different amenities, the carousel, as we do our concert series here, and we're covering the gamut of different music and genres here at this park. Parks are a place where you can have access to green space, where you can kind of slow it down and really enjoy the environment.
So I'm so excited to be continuing my park tour, and here today I'm at Green Spring Gardens. I'm very lucky to be here with Supervisor Gross, and I know that this park is near and dear to her heart, so I'm excited to walk it with her.
Green Spring Gardens is the jewel in the crown for the Park Authority. It's unique. It's a horticultural center and garden. It's not a regular park with playing fields and so forth. I also live across the street, and I've lived across the street for a very long time, so I've watched this park become a horticultural center. I'm one of the charter members of the Frogs, the Friends of Green Spring, a long time ago, and it is just such a jewel. One of the things I want to show Jay is the gazebo. It's a performance area. We sometimes have musicians there. Some people get married there actually, or have their pictures taken there. There's some wonderful planters and plantings there. Also the art gallery, the Hort Center with the greenhouse. The children's garden is it's a wonderful little microcosm. And one of my favorite things about the children's garden, in addition to the way they've sort of repurposed some ordinary things to put into the garden, is that there is a little free library that is designed to look exactly like the historic house. So those are the kinds of things that introduce children to programs. They introduce children to gardening and to horticulture and to just plain fun. You know, parks soften the hard edges of life. You need to have somewhere to get away from the hustle and bustle of work and school and even just family. And that's really one of the highlights, I think, also of our park system, to reset that frantic pace that we have and just sort of chill.
So I'm so excited for my park tour. I visited 420 parks. I'm very excited to be here visiting Eakin Park with Supervisor Palchik. This was our first FCPA park that was dedicated to the park system from the Eakin family, and we are actually still doing upgrades and amenities here based on that original donation to us. So I'm really excited to be here with Supervisor Palchik.
Yeah, so I love this park. I grew up at this park. I used to just think of it as the trail. We moved here when I was 6 from Argentina. I learned to ride a bike here. I went on walks with my friends. We would go exploring in the creeks, and it's beautiful year-round. We're here in this beautiful fall, beginning of fall weather. I've walked through here in the snow. Really every season has something new and so many activities to do all along the trail. And then we also have cute little things like a frog pond down the road. You've got the volleyball courts and all the other courts all along, and then a really hidden place where I used to have a garden plot. So you've got all these like hidden gems and treasures all along the trail that I've lived here almost 30 years, and there's still so much I haven't seen yet. I mean, parks are amazing. I come here sometimes just to get away, to have my little mental health break. You know, you can go travel far and go in the mountains, or you can just come down the street and spend a little bit of time hearing the rustling winds and kind of letting go of the day.
So I'm wrapping up my park tour in one of my favorite parks, and I'm very excited to be here with Supervisor Herrity at Burke Lake.
Well, Burke Lake Park was really chosen by our residents. It is our most popular park. It's the most visited park in Fairfax County. It's nationally award-winning. The number one reason people visit Burke Lake Park is the 5-mile loop trail. So I'm looking forward to walking her around the loop trail and visiting the amphitheater where we have kids program. We've got the train, the carousel. Burke Lake's just full of all kinds of great things. My chief of staff would not forgive me if I didn't talk about the disc golf course. He's a big disc golf fan. It's one of the many attractions we got here. People love it. People play it all the time. I chair the board sports tourism task force. Parks are an important part of our sports programming. Nature lovers, and a place to take kids and just have family fun.
So we're here at my 415th park of my 420 park tour, and I'm so excited to be able to be at Ellanor Sioux Lawrence Park with Supervisor Kathy Smith.
I chose EC Lawrence Park because it's close to my home, number one. It has a great facility. There's the buildings here, just a great place for people to walk. The trails are in great shape. We need to talk about how we get people across Walney Road, so that's a safe place for us to be able to walk and enjoy both sides of the park. I'm excited to show her the pond across the way. I am so excited about the construction for the Environmental Stewardship Center. It's going to be a great place for families, for kids to learn about our environment, how to take care of it, and it's going to be a net zero building, which is really, really important for our future. And I'm really happy the county has such a great focus on our parks. It's great for all of us environmentally, it's great physically, it's great for mental peace of mind, and so it's so vital to invest in our parks and create these great places for people.
So So I'm so excited to be here with Supervisor Storck at Martin Luther King Jr. Park. It's one of my favorite parks. It's one of the first projects that I endeavored to do here as the executive director, and it's so important to the community, and so I'm very excited to be here to walk it with Supervisor.
Martin Luther King Park represents really the best of Mount Vernon District in terms of our park system. It not only has a wonderful community center with it, but it has a brand new amazing playground, has ball fields, it's got a swimming pool, and it's in smack dab in the middle of a very historic community. So all those things create the kind of community engagement, kind of community opportunity that very few parks of ours have. I'm going to tease Jay at the moment. One of the most important things is when she was here 9 months ago, we had a brand new playground that we were opening up, and we had some, I would say, some restroom facilities that were less than adequate. And Ms. Cole went in that restroom and was astonished and surprised that we would have those kinds of restrooms here, and she immediately got that restroom upgraded. Your parks are where we come together. If you're this tall, or you're this tall, or you're old or young, or connected, unconnected, we all come alive in different ways in parks.
I really enjoyed my park tours with the Board of Supervisors, and I want to publicly thank them for their continued support of our system and their acknowledgement that a thriving park system in an increasingly diverse community needs new tools and approaches to become truly accessible to all and an example of the One Fairfax ethos we all embrace. The past year has been a learning experience, but it's just the start of a much bigger effort to ensure that every resident can experience all that the Fairfax County Park Authority has to offer, regardless of where they live or their ability to pay. My definition of racial equity in parks is where race and income does not predict the quantity and quality of parks in a specific area, and rec centers and programs are affordable for all residents. Parks and rec centers are such a vital part of the lives of so many of our residents, and I hope you can take some time for yourself and your family to get to know one of our 420 parks soon. Which one is your favorite? For more information, visit our website and learn about your park system and what it has to offer. Share your thoughts with us by email at parkmail@fairfaxcounty.gov or speak with your Park Authority board member about your vision for the future.